Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I always get excited when it comes time to God's time, honey. When it comes time to get on here and really tell you about the goodness of the Lord. Because I sow love everywhere I grow all day long. I sow love. I act like I'm in customer service. I talk to people the way I want to be talked to. We sow love, honey. Sow love and grow. What you sow, therefore you shall reap. So I sow love. I want to grow a great big harvest of love. So here we grow in God. That song was ringing through my head today. Oh, when will there be a harvest for the world? I told you can't sing. When will there be a harvest for the world? Yeah, honey. When will there be a harvest for the world? It's coming up, God. Pass me the side. So here I grow in God, honey. Here we grow all over the world. Growing up in genuine equality and righteousness. I'm going to tell you something. The souls are not resting. The beloved spirits are not resting. You know, while evil is up doing, the beloved spirits, the beloved ancestors are also up doing. They are what's pushing and propelling this movement. When I was a young girl, I learned of another young girl, a beautiful queen. And at that time, you know, the story, I remember reading and hearing about the story and watching a little movie, but it didn't quite stick with me like it has now, because I understand the life of this queen, whose shoulders I stand on, Anne Frank. Anne Frank, despite her pain and agony that she lived with daily, you know, the frightfulness of a young child, she had the mind to keep a diary, to write down, and not only that, but to lift us as a people and to show us, to have the mind to say that you are never poor as long as you are giving. And I believe in the beauty of the world, even as she was being hated and discriminated and murdered. Her people were being murdered, you know, just because they're different, you know, just because of their beliefs. You know, I'm tell you something. As far, we all know how to love. That's what grow is. We all know how to love. Reach down, warrior. You know, remove all that bitterness, unforgiveness, you know, grudges, move all that stuff, you know, because we on a campaign of love, a campaign of genuine equality, and a campaign of righteousness. And so this queen's shoulders I stand on. You know, I am so in honor of Anne Frank. I truly, truly am. That it's confirmation of the wisdom that God has given me, and the blessings that God has given me. You know, that as I remove Hunt from my name this year and change my name, Frank will be part of my name. And that is part in homage to her and what she gave to the world, you know, and all I can do is continue on with the beautiful legacy and the beautiful spirit that is Anne Frank. And Anne Frank's spirit lives in all of us. All we have to do, we need to pray it forward. Remember this young girl and how she lifted the world. You know, how she, at that time, she was going through and she died at such a young age. You know, blessing. You know, I'm so in honor of her and so in awe of her. You know, that's the sight, that is God, because that young girl, even as she was going through, still had the mind to tell us, you know, how to reach your breakthrough is through love. If she could have reached the man who commanded for all them to be murdered, you know, she could have touched him, you know, because in the end, he realized that he was being used as a tool for evil. And, you know, he didn't want to face the consequences on this earth. But I'm going to tell you something, honey. He faced the consequences in another life for what he done, his actions on this earth. I'm going to tell you something. You're going to give an account on this earth, and you also are going to give an account in the afterlife. You are going to stand before the throne of God. If you can get past the soul catchers, honey, that's how this message has got to keep going forth. The message of love. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. Can you imagine what Anne Frank could have done had she been able to live her life? The impact that she could have done. Look at the impact that she made at only 16 years old. Imagine the true impact that Anne Frank could have done. Her father's legacy was that he wanted his daughter to be known and remembered, so that we can all get past the three dangers of the evils of this world, which is racism, discrimination, and hatred. We got to get past that. We got to understand that we're all different. We got different mothers and we got the same father, and that is God. God who created us in his own image. And here we grow in God. We got to rise, kings and queens. We got to carry on with the dream. The legacy, the beautiful legacy that is Anne Frank, because she's not gone, honey. She's physically not here, but her spirit is with us, along with the spirits of the ancestors. I'm telling you, honey, they are not asleep. They are what's propelling this movement forward. And here we grow in God. We're going to continue to carry on the message. We're going to continue to pray it forward each and every day. What you sow, therefore, you shall reap. So why you want to sow hatred? Why you want to sow bitterness? Why you want to sow evil? Why you want to sow discrimination? Now it's time to get some wisdom. Now it's time to sow love and grow. Sow love, grow. It's time to grow your harvest. It's time to rise to reach your greatness in God. I'm telling you. It's all time. It's time now, people. It's time to rise. We see that the evil has taken over this earth. The evil is rampant right now. You can't go anywhere. Racism, hatred, and discrimination. What about love? What about praying it forward in love? What about showing love? What about using love? Love is an action word. It's time to be like Nike, honey, and do it. It's time to love. Pray it forward. Sow your seeds of love everywhere you grow. Use love in your marriage. Use love on your job. Use love with your kids, honey. Use love each and every day. Sow the seeds of love and watch the harvest that you grow. Now we got a harvest that's growing 45 countries wide, honey. We done made it to Israel. I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of the fact that we growing across the United States. I'm so proud of the fact that we all are growing in love. I'm proud of the fact that we growing down in Panama. I'm proud of the fact that we growing over there in Russia. I'm proud of the fact that we are growing over in China. We're growing in Paris. We're growing in France, honey. I am so proud of how God is bringing us together. Different skin, one love, one God who created us. Different worlds. Look how we coming together. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I'm telling you something. You are grow, honey. You are grow. I had a king tell me, I wish I could start a movement like this. You are grow. You have started the movement. You part of this beautiful ending, this beautiful journey that we own. You are part of it. The next thing that we getting ready to do is we getting ready to break that great big celebrity ring, honey. And when we break through, there go to breakthrough. Because we coming on through and we going to sow the seeds of love all around the world. That's when we going to really break on the scene, kings and queens, carrying forth with the dream of genuine equality and righteousness. Keep on pushing. Hallelujah. Keep on going, honey. Even when you get tired, you don't just got to keep on going. You got to keep on pressing forward. Don't give up. The Lord done carried us too far. We can't give up now, honey. We really have came too far from where we started from. We are warriors and conquerors, and by his spirit, we are not to be defeated until transition. So we are going to keep on moving on. The battle is not yours. It's the Lord's anyway. So just keep on pressing forth in God each and every day, because that's what I'm going to do, honey. I'm going to keep on growing. I'm going to keep on sowing and watch my harvest grow each and every day. That's how I'm sowing the seeds of love everywhere, to drive this evil and hate out of here. To get rid of these three evils: racism, hatred, and discrimination. To discriminate against a beautiful young girl. She has so much potential, so much that, to live for. So many hopes and dreams, even as she was writing in her diary, as she was in the concentration camp, as she was hiding out. She still had hopes. She still had a beautiful smile. She still smiled a smile of faith because she knew in the end God still was in control. She was here for a reason. She was here to keep the message going forward. God bless Anne Frank and Anne Frank's legacy. So let's carry forth the legacy that she left us. That is a message of love. She said, I still see the beauty in people, even as people around her were dying. And just for nothing, dying just because of how they look, because they different. Dying because somebody think that they better than somebody. We got to stop thinking like this. We are all one. We got to come together. I see the beauty. Just like Anne Frank, I see the beauty in everyone. And I'm going to keep on and bringing it out one by one till evil and hate are done. I am so grateful to her to be standing on such broad shoulders as hers, pushing me forward, giving me the inspiration to keep going. How can you not be inspired by someone like Anne Frank? And her legacy, her mother, her parents, her sisters, the survivors, the victims of the Holocaust. To turn around and say something so evil, it's just despicable. To speak against what the atrocities that happened to those people, it's terrible. But I'm going to tell you something. God said, vengeance is mine. And I truly, truly believe that. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm on the side of the Lord's, honey, and not on the side of evil, because evil will not prevail. God shall prevail. So in God we shall trust, in God we shall sow the love, and in God we shall keep it praying forward. We shall keep it moving on, honey. And she also said something else. As long as there's no such thing as a person who gives, and you're not poor by giving. You don't give love. You ain't got nothing else to give. Show love. Because that's what God going to ask you anyway. That's what we here for anyway. Sow the seeds of love. Get in where you fit in. Go and help out. Go and lift somebody up. Go and be a helping hand. Be a handout. Don't sit up and talk and frown and point fingers. Because then when you do that, you got 3 more point right back at you. Look at you. What about you? So that's what we got to do. We got to start with the man in the mirror. That's what Michael Jackson said. Let's start with the man in the mirror. Let's look at you, honey. I do that every day. Every day I look at myself in the mirror. What can I do today? What can I say today? How can I lift somebody up, make it their day? Make them have a good day. Let them see the beauty in the day. Even if the sun, even if it's raining, honey. Don't let the weather steal your joy. Keep walking on in the Lord. Keep smiling the smile of faith. That beautiful smile of faith. Just keep on smiling. Just like that beautiful picture of her. And that's the picture that she loves, sitting in front of a book, because that's what she loved, reading and writing. And I'm telling you, and learning. And that's what we are doing. We're using the rain to grow. That's what we have to do. We're learning, using the rain to grow, and getting past our experiences, getting past the past, because the past is who helped create who you are today, honey. Don't let the past affect you. Matter of fact, try to be better than your past. Try to rise from your past. I believe it was Ernest Hemingway said, be superior than your past. Be better than your past. Be better than who you was yesterday. Well, I did that yesterday. I know not to do that. I'm going to turn around here and do something different in the Lord. I'm going to do better. I'm going to remember whose shoulders I stand on. I'm going to remember the freedom fighters from before, and I'm going to keep on going with the message of love. I'm going to keep on carrying it forward. Because God is looking at me. I don't care. God is looking at each and every one of us, honey. We all going to give account. You ain't going to get an account. You're going to get your own account. What did you do? How did you make it better? How did you pray it forward? That's what God is looking for us now. We got to give an account on this earth. Yes, you are accountable to your brother and sister. Yes, you are. And the vices of this world, the evil, honey, we got to grow over it. We got to be better. We got to rise, kings and queens. We got to reach our greatness in God. Don't look to the oppression, because it's so easy. It's so easy, honey, to get attracted to the distraction and be turned over there and look and see what's going on. Oh, wow, did you see this? Did you hear about that? Did you see what they gonna do now, honey? Look to the Lord. Look to the hills which cometh your help, because you missing out on the beauty of life. Life is what you make it. Now you can make it and be all up under oppression in the spiritual warfare, okie doke games. You know, but I'm gonna tell you something, just like them games we used to play, honey, when you play dodgeball, think of it as dodgeball, that's spiritual warfare, you out there dodging. When you get hit by that ball, honey, that ball used to hurt. It was hard. So I'm gonna tell you something. You don't want to take no fall like that. Get away from the spiritual warfare. Be aware that it's over there and look to the Lord. Look to the hills which cometh your help. Don't focus on the evil, honey. Focus on the solution, and that's to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. So we're going to keep on looking to the Lord, honey. Don't run to the TV. Don't run to the telephone unless you turn the podcast on. Look up to the Lord. Look to God, honey. That's what I'm doing right now. Looking to the hills which cometh my help. Lord, give me a sign. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to say. Tell me how to tell them to get their breakthrough. Okay, the message is love. God said, when will there be a harvest? It's coming up. We growing in God. We going to keep on growing. We going to keep on reaching our greatness, honey, because if you heard this message, it's time to sow the seeds of love. It's time to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Sow love. Grow. I love you. Let's rise.